welcome to my channel. This is my first travel vlog and I'll be covering my journey to McLeodGanj from Gurgaon. So we were planning to leave early in the evening around 5:30 or 5, but we got late and we left around 7 or 8 I guess, and we faced a massive jam in NCR. See, the road sign also said happy journey, but the jam actually spoiled our mood. We were planning to take a halt in Chandigarh, but we had to change the plan to Karnal because we would not be able to reach on time to Chandigarh. So as you can see, the traffic, that's Gurgaon traffic. Yeah. So after around like 10 o'clock or something, we started facing a little bit of fog. It was not too much, but it was creating a little bit of visibility problems, as you can see in the video. Finally, in the late hours of the night, we reached our hotel, the Vivan. We actually booked the hotel on GoIbibo on the way, and we were lucky enough to get a room. The Vivan was a very nice hotel. It's right on the highway. The rooms were quite good. They were spacious, like enough spacious. It wasn't too much, too big, but yeah, there were all the facilities available. With a little bit of more effort, it would have been a very nice 5-star kind of hotel. So yeah, I really liked the room, the washroom and everything. My son was already asleep by that time. So kind of, we were really tired and we wanted to sleep right away. So the next morning we had to check out and we were off to our breakfast. The whole hotel was really well equipped, and the restaurant was again a very nice one. It was around Christmas time we were traveling, so the hotel was decorated with the Christmas theme. You'll see in a minute. It was decorated very nicely. There was a Christmas tree in the center with 2 reindeers and lots of balloons and everything around. So the decoration of the hotel itself was a very nice one. It was a huge lobby, and there was a lot of abstract art and all those things going on. So yeah, it was good. Moving on to the restaurant, it was quite fancy. There was a purple section and the green section for isolated dining, really theme based, and right ahead there was a huge hall where everyone can sit and dine in common, and we chose to sit in that area only because we were only 3 people. I mean 2.5 I believe. And yeah, so we had our breakfast. It was quite nicely decorated and nicely lighted on restaurant, and quite huge and spacious. The service was really good. The food was good as well. So yeah, I liked it. I like to stay in Vivan at total. This is the front gate of Vivan, and it was really nicely decorated, and it was really beautiful. The floor was absolutely beautiful. If you will actually see the floor while I will be walking on it in a couple of minutes, I believe. And it was a huge property, beautiful property. I really loved my stay here. That's the floor. It's beautiful, isn't it? Here we leave towards McLeodGanj. We wanted to reach early before sunset, and so that's why we had to leave early from Karnal, because it will be a long drive as compared to Chandigarh to McLeodGanj. It will be a long one. So we had a quite taste of Punjab and Haryana in the daytime. The traffic was okayish, so yeah, we really enjoyed our drive towards Amritsar and Mohali and lots of other places. Somewhere between Mohali and Chandigarh, we saw a lot of people, a lot of farmers making jaggery on the spot and selling it there and then. I couldn't wait myself actually, and I stepped out of my car and saw the whole process. They explained it to me, and they were kind enough to offer me a jaggery, a piece of hot jaggery. It was yumma. I must say, if you are traveling towards Chandigarh and on the road, if you spot these jaggery people, go get yourself a fresh jaggery. It is yum. I actually bought a lot of it, and the process was quite, intriguing. And what's better than getting the fresh, handmade, organic, natural, and pure jaggery? I love jaggery. Yeah. So as soon as we actually took a turn towards McLeodGanj and we drifted from Punjab, we could see the landscape changing. It was a huge change. It was very beautiful, picturesque, and as you can see, they were like kind of whitish, pale lemon yellowish, whitish sand mountains or hills. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what it is, but it was beautiful. So after a few kilometers, we took a halt for lunch, and it was a beautiful view. It was a kind of a modern dhaba kind of a setting, and there were seats outside and inside both, and we chose to sit outside, of course, because it was beautiful landscape. And we took some leisure timing, and I did swinging with my son. I enjoy swinging like he does, and I'm a kid at heart. I really, whenever I find a swing, I go for it, always. So after having a lot of fun swinging and everything else, we headed towards McLeodGanj, and our navigator somehow told us a route which went to the rural areas and not the highway. So we were completely lost, but we followed our precious navigator, valued navigator of our car, and he was taking us to remote areas we didn't even know it existed. But I must say, that route was beautiful, though it was really, really challenging. It was under construction maximum of times. A lot of places were really, really tough to get through, but eventually we made it to the highway after some time. So we reached McLeodGanj in our hotel after sunset. It was really nicely decorated because of Christmas. It was 24th of December, so it was Christmas Eve. I really liked the decoration of the hotel. It's very famous. It's Fortune Park Moksha. It's pretty famous in the area. It's kind of a 5-star luxury hotel or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe. So I will be giving you a tour to the hotel, to my room, so enjoy. Next morning, I was totally geared up to go see some sites like the Dalai Lama Temple and the church, St. John Church, and a couple of more places, and of course the McLeodGanj market. So we left in our car and we completely forgot it was Christmas. I mean, I didn't forget, but I forgot the part that the Christmas and church does not go hand in hand. The reason why was because we left in our car, and that was the biggest mistake because there was a total chaos near the church road. It was a horrible jam. We were stuck there for like an hour and a half, and we decided to come back and took an auto and went back there, but we skipped the church this time because it was too crowded. it was Christmas, it was a lot of crowd, so we decided to come back the next morning, but we actually headed over to the McLeodGanj market and to the Dalai Lama temple. So yeah, and I must say the view when we came out of the hotel was amazingly breathtaking. It was beautiful. McLeodGanj is a beautiful place, and I really wanted to come here since a long time, and I was so happy and elated that I was finally here looking at these amazing views and sceneries and picturesque mountains and everything. I was really glad. This was Dal Lake. It was a very small lake, and we didn't really, stop there. We just had a look, and we were not really interested in roaming around near the Dal Lake, so we headed on towards the Dalai Lama temple. Finally, we reached the market, and it was so beautiful, busy, buzzing market. And right in the center, like on the same road, I spotted that Dalai Lama temple. It was beautiful. You'll just see when I move the camera towards that temple in a second. Right now, yes. So this is the temple. Oh my god, it was amazingly beautiful. This was the first time I was going in such a temple and experiencing everything Tibetan and related to Dalai Lama. I was overwhelmed, I must say. I took a lot of time inside the temple. I rolled the drums and everything. I wanted to experience everything that I could in my short journey here to McLeodGanj. It was beautiful. Once I was done with all my prayers, I couldn't stop but noticing the market and all the jewelry and showpieces and meditation equipments and everything like that. So typical to a Tibetan market. I was so excited. I wanted to buy so much of stuff, I must say, but I stopped myself because I really didn't want to buy things which I will not need. I did purchase a couple of items which really were really nice. I don't know why I said really twice, but the market was stupendo fantabulous. It was beautiful. There was so many stuff you could really get from them, and they were not high quality, but you have to be very careful about the quality and which shop to get from. You need to go to shop to check the items to make sure that the quality is good enough for you to invest that money in yours in the pieces. So the market had a lot of variety, from clothes to shoes to hats, jewelry, a lot of stuff. Whatever you want, you will get it there. But I got a couple of things. I just got a pair of earrings with the hand of Buddha and a U-pin, which is supposed to be, put in the bun in your hair, and also the roller, the thing which they keep rolling in their hand with the mantras in it. I got that. That's it. So we were now heading towards the main temple, which has a life-size statue of Buddha. So we were headed towards that. We wanted to see that as well. So yeah, I'm going upstairs because it's there. And I really didn't go inside just near the Buddha because I wanted to see them from a distance far away, because that's how you can actually notice the Buddha very nicely. And there Lord Buddha is. It was quite beautiful. It was quite spiritual place. I really liked the ambience and the overall aura around there. There were monks who were, praying and doing their prayers. Everything was so different from a regular Indian hill station, or I would say any Hindu temple. It was completely Buddhist, so beautiful, really, really good experience. We reached back to the hotel and it was Christmas, so it was again beautifully decorated, and we went to our room, changed, and decided to have the dinner provided by the hotel. It was a Christmas special dinner, so I was quite excited because there was turkey, yes, and there was live music as well. So as we walked into the dining restaurant kind of room, there were two guys singing live, performing live, and the menu was fantabulous. There was chukandar ka halwa, which is beetroot halwa. It was quite yum and so different. I was really taken away by that flavor, and there was lots of different items which I've never had in my life ever before. So the dinner was really amazing. The menu was really amazing, quite unconventional and lovely. The taste was amazing, and I really enjoyed my night there on Christmas. After having dinner, we decided to take a stroll to the meditation and yoga center, which is an open air one with kind of a hut-like wooden structure. So we just had a stroll there, and then we went back and had a good night's sleep, and we were ready to go to a different location in the next morning. So I will be sharing my next morning to Dalhousie road trip in the next vlog, so stay tuned for that. I really hope that you liked it. This one, the McLeodGanj one, I really hope you liked this one, and if you do, just give it a thumbs up and share my video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I'll be covering Khajiar and Dalhousie both, so stay tuned for that, and bye bye.